Hollis Farms. Guess what it's doing this morning? Raining. Hadn't been nothing real heavy yet. I'm not sure if we're gonna get heavy stuff this morning. But I'm gonna tell you what, it is getting harder and harder to find something to do because it's so wet. The hogs have slowed down. I did have one come through one of the traps about 3 o'clock this morning, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's just spotty. I think I'm gonna put a camera up this morning down here and just kind of check around on some things, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have to dry up. Gonna have to dry up. I'm not complaining, but boy, it's getting wet. Wet, wet, wet. Alright y'all, my feeder is out of corn. This is the spot where we caught so many hogs. It looks like we've had a little extra rooting here, trying to get down in that old rotten stuff. So I'm gonna put some corn in the feeder and put a camera on this 4x4 post over here and let it do some scouting for us, and if some hogs back in here, we'll bring the trap. But whew, that hole is a nasty mess, ain't it, Pete? Raining again. We checked a couple of feeders, put a couple of cameras out, doing some scouting for some hogs. And we're about to get rained out again. Got a little bit done anyway. Alright y'all, it is still raining. I mean, it is raining again a bunch. I'm fixing to drag this boat up into the barn and got a surprise for y'all. Some of y'all had never seen this boat. I'm gonna drag it up there in the dry. Alright y'all, got my little boat drug up here and under the shed. Oh, some of y'all seen this boat before. This boat has never been in the water. Rick built, we got Rick at Sq'd Up that builds all my bumpers and beds and all. Built this for me, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. I was having problems with the dogs crossing the river when we was hog hunting, and you just kind of be stuck. I got one video out there where they're bayed for hours over there across the river, and finally get a ride in a boat. Well, I was gonna fix that problem, and I hadn't been hunting with the dogs. I've been a lot since, just haven't been to where I had this problem, so I got Rick to build me this little boat. This thing, it's right at 10 foot long. I didn't want nothing real big. My idea was we was gonna rig a way up to put it in the featherlight trailer that we used to hog hunt out of. So I didn't want it really long, but I wanted it wide. It's 4 foot wide at the bottom. And I just wanted it to be real stable and to be able to shoot right across the river. Put me a little seat in there, and it has been sitting out there under that tree since I bought it. He put 2 handles on the back and 2 handles on the front. This thing's never been in the water. 2 handles on the front. Never bought an engine for it. But we fixed that problem today. Let me show y'all. Rainy days get me in trouble. Show y'all what we got. We went and got us a little Mercury 9.9. Little 4-stroke. Got a gas tank. And they run this thing for me a little while. This is going to be a sweet, sweet little motor. I'm going to see if I can get the boat up in the air high enough to stick the motor on it. Oh, I've decided, well, what I'm gonna use this thing for, I'm gonna get me a little trailer. I was just gonna drag it out and have a little 5-horse to throw it on and shoot across the river. But since I got this motor weighs 80 pounds, I believe. Came with a 3-gallon gas tank, which I probably should have stuck with. I went ahead and got the 6. Kind of do that sometimes. Bigger's better sometimes. Don't want to run out of gas and have to paddle. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get this thing up in the air to where we can stick this motor on it and kind of see what it looks like. I like it though. I like it. I'm ready to get back in the river. Like I said, I got that old ski boat, but it's just too big and gawky. It's just not what I want to use. And this is not all that we want to use. This is just something that me and Cody have a ball down here playing in some of the small water. All right, y'all. I had to go get me 4 more blocks, get it a little higher off the ground. We'll set this motor on here and see what she looks like. And then I'm gonna have to find me a little trailer because it's just gonna be too heavy to drag around. It was just gonna be an emergency situation, but if we're gonna bike it in the water, we're gonna want it on a trailer. And that motor weighs 80 pounds, but I really don't want to take it off all the time. I'm gonna have to clean it out a little bit too. All right, got her set on here. Tighten everything up, kind of see what it looks like. I basically know a little bit about boats, but not a whole lot. Never get too old to learn something. If you got something you want to do it. Man, that thing looks pretty good on there, don't it? That is a pretty sharp little unit. This thing's even got electric start. Forward and reverse. It's got electric start if you want it. This thing crunk so easy. I don't know if I'll ever fool with that. I got something on my screen. Possibly, it's been raining. Little Mercury, 9.9 4-stroke. It's got like 3 settings on the trim here. Of course, you got to manually do it. Oh, let's see. This right here, you can push it to warm it up, and it won't go nowhere. Let's see. I got to put my shut-off deal on it too. What all's it got? Pretty slow on this stuff. This is the electric start button if you want to use that. It's where you plug your fuel up right there. Let me go get the fuel. All right, a few of these things, I done forgot what he told me already. But anyway, got the lanyard, the kill switch on it. I think that's pretty smart to do. I mean, you never know. Something might happen. You fall out. You don't want this thing running over you. Just strap it on your wrist, clip it to your belt, whatever. Pull start. Got the choke right there. I mean, this thing fired on the second pull. He had just put oil in it and never been crunk. It fired right up. Oh, let's see what else it's got. It's got a lock there where it will not go nowhere. Or that was the trim or something. I can't remember. I might have to get it in the water and play with it. Oh, that was the tiller lock. So, where it won't go nowhere. Oh, let me think. What else has it got? Oh, I went ahead and got the 6-gallon fuel tank. Got the quick disconnect on it. I thought that was pretty cool there. It's even got a fuel gauge built in it. This thing is going to be pretty neat. It's going to take some getting used to, just like everything else. Got a little aluminum prop on it. I may need to get me another one of them just in case something happens. Get caught out in the river without it. I'm going to play with it just a little bit. I'll leave it sitting right there. I need to wash it out. Oh, ants was building beds in it. We'll wash this thing. I'll take the motor off one day before we'll get us a trailer, turn it up on its side and wash it out. Rick didn't even put a plug in this little old motor, so. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This little handle right here, you move it back and forth and it adjusts how stiff your steering is. So thought that was pretty interesting. Got a little dummy light on there if you lose oil pressure, if it gets hot or whatever. Pretty neat little deal. What was this? This was the, I guess that was the keel. Stop it. I think you can stop it right there. I'm not sure. This thing, it's pretty safe. It won't do nothing if it ain't in neutral, cranking and all. But it's going to take some getting used to. We'll get it down there in the water before long and play with it a little bit. Alright y'all, I run down here to get Cody. I'm going to show him my new surprise. We'll see what he thinks about it. You never know about old Cody. Bet he likes it. You see it? It's on the back of it. It's on the back of it. See it? What do you think? I'll be following on. You might can drive that boat. Gotta clean it out. What do you think? Alright y'all, pretty excited about our new little boat and little boat motor. Get this weather straightened out and get a little time, we'll have to take that thing for a little test ride. Anyway, finna call it a night. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.